know that according to this method, everyone can practice, yes, and it's really great. And we feel like members of a great, of a big, huge Ashtanga community, like members of the family. But you know, the mentality of the nation makes people sometimes feel this practice a little bit different, especially in the beginning. And how do you see the Russian Ashtanga practice? Maybe some funny things, or maybe we should pay more attention to some aspects of tradition. How do you think?
Well, it all looks very good.
Mm-hmm.
And of course there is many people who's been already going to Mysore, India. They know the tradition of the Indian culture and yoga. Some people study Sanskrit, they read the text. So that is all good. I think the only thing what people should maybe learn is is to maybe take it a little bit easier. The physical side, that it's not so serious and strong.
We pay too much attention
Yeah,
to
maybe
the physical
too
side.
much for the. I don't know if it's too much for the physical, but when people do the physical, they use lots of strength and push very, very hard, and the body becomes tensed and stressed. That's. I think it might be in a culture. I don't know if it's in a culture or is it just normal? Because it's also same in many other places.
So you saw this in other
But
countries.
maybe in Russia it is quite strong. This looks like people use lots of strength.
Mm-hmm.
And, it could be softer and lighter. But everything is very good. I think people practice well. There is already many advanced people, and so it works. It's good teachers.
And do you think that Russian students, they feel the essence of this method? They feel the main aim, the idea of Ashtanga yoga practice?
Well, everyone feels it in their own level. I think some people have more understanding about it. Some people has more like a beginner understanding about it. Yeah. But we just talk about it in a class that about it's more the mental goal than physical goal. Quiet in the mind and meditating and concentrating. That usually comes with the practice. You get more understanding about it in the years.
The Ashtanga practice in Russia is so young.
It's still quite young, yes.
And then the second question will be about the growing number of Ashtanga students in Mysore. As you know, it becomes much more complicated to get the confirmation to Shared's class. And what will be your advice to those people who get an answer from the institute like Shale is full, for those people who should wait, and for those people who have no opportunity to study at Mysore Institute with Sharad? What will be your advice to them?
Well, there is. Yeah, it is getting very difficult now. Also with the 2 months rule with the certified or authorized teacher. But I always say to people that there's other teachers. Saraswati is there. There's always space. You can go. And, Saraswati is Patavich's daughter, so she knows the system very well. And there's also other teachers. But of course, it is difficult to get to Sharad, and it's sad, but this is the situation. Aštanga became so big.
Mm-hmm.
When Pattabhi was teaching, the Aštanga was not everywhere in the world. Still in 2006, 2007, there was many places where Aštanga was so small. In Europe, only few places where people went to Mysore. So it was a very different situation. Now the whole Asia, there is Korea, there is China, Siberia. It's like the whole world is practicing the Aštanga.
Yes.
The whole northern part, whole Scandinavia, there's everywhere. Of course, there's only 300 spots in the Šala, and the whole world wants to go. So. But yeah, I always tell them to first go to Saraswati. And if you can't get to Saraswati, then there is also other good teachers around who's teaching and having workshops.
So there is always an opportunity to practice.
Well, there is always good opportunities to practice and get the knowledge.
Okay, thank you. And the last one question is, may I ask you about Guruji? Did he share with you his thoughts, maybe his wishes about the future of this method? And maybe you will share your thoughts about the future of this method also with us.
I don't think Pattabhi thought so much about the future, but what I know that before he died, he discussed with Sarat about what Sarat should do, like the workshop for the teachers, the teacher training, or intensive, what he had already a few times. Sarat told that was Pattabhi idea, and to raise the quality of the teaching and understanding. So there was something about the future, and maybe they also discussed about that there should be some kind of other kind of center, also like a retreat place.
Like Purple Valley?
Like Purple Valley type, but Sarat's Purple Valley. And but Pattabhi was always asking, even when he was in his last days, when I saw him, he always asked how people are doing in the Šala and how many is practicing, and he was always interested about like how it's spreading in the world and are people still coming, and he was always happy to hear that there was more and more people. So his work really had fruits. Well, the future looks very good. I think Sarat is doing very good work, and there's more and more authorized and certified people, and people learn the Vinyasa system, and many people study the India culture also. Yeah, I see very positive. Very positive. Sarat is still very young. He's 44, so there's a long way to go. And of course, there's many people who learn from Pattabhi since 70s, and these people are still teaching. And there's people who learned in the 80s and 90s, and there's many people who has the system and understanding and know how to spread it. So it's very positive.
So the wish of Guruji is now becomes a reality, and this because of the growing number of students.
Well, he wanted to save India with yoga, and now it became the whole world.
We can save the whole world with this business. So, Petri, thank you very much for this interview. Александр, спасибо тебе.